Environment with another question from the Central Vic Climate Action Group, which is a grassroots community group made up of climate concerned citizens working together for climate action. And again, this would be a great one to get a show of hands on. Given that the Mount Alexander Shire Council declared a climate emergency and the UN peak scientific climate body, the IPCC, said in March 2023 there could be no new fossil fuel projects if we're ever to have a chance of aligning with the Paris Agreement, will you support Council taking action to change its default super fund to its employees to an ethical fund that has ruled out investing in companies doing new fossil fuel projects? Just a show of hands on that one. Great, thank you. Is there anyone that wanted to speak to that, to superannuation and Council? Bill, you want to jump in on that one?
It's a good idea to find those organisations that are ethical. However, you need to check, or Council would need to check with the superannuation rules, the return that may come from it. So it's possible, but it's not guaranteed.
For one ethical provider, but fundamentally it's up to the workers who they choose to put their super with, so that needs to be said too.
Like this on many issues, Council is in a leadership position and should be showing leadership, should model what good leadership is. In this regard, it is investing your money somewhere ethically. And there was a good talk in town recently, not on climate change, but on super funds and nuclear weapons manufacturers. And there's just so many of these funds, they're only looking at the dollars, and they end up doing incredibly unethical things. But when you look at the ethical things and you make adjustments, it makes very little difference to the dollars. So it's just a... and look, I'm not over climate impacts in super, but I definitely, from that talk in nuclear, I'm confident that it doesn't need to affect bottom lines. Obviously, it's a choice. It's a little bit of work. Council's in a really good place to do it. Just do the work, figure out what's good, and make the recommendation. Simple.
Yep, I transferred my super from an industry fund to an ethical fund, and by ethical I would consider no investment in fossil fuels, no investments in armaments or any weapons manufacture, nothing in tobacco, alcohol or gambling. I endorse the comments. I think Council can provide leadership on this. It is an individual worker's choice. The other point I'd bring in, it would do it in negotiations with the unions and get them on board. In previous life I was a union shop steward organiser and I remain a unionist at heart. Thank you.